Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm not going to tell a story today because I'm going to share something that is very serious and very important to me. Um, Camille's Creations, Camille, Helix Stitchcraft, Lexi, and me, Lori Stories and Crochet, Lori, are working together to organize donations for the Archway in Dallas, Texas, that is a DV shelter for survivors. Um, since this is a video, I'm going to say it that way. This is for people who often have to get away from their perpetrator uh, with nothing but the clothes on their back. So, this is really important to all of us, the three of us, and many of you. I want to inspire you to look at different ways to donate. Our biggest ask is queen size blankets. Now, that's a big ask, a big, huge ask. You have all year and presumably next year as well, but ideally this year. Um, we are doing quarterly uh, small giveaways as well. Uh, you get entries in a couple different ways. Sorry about that. One way you get an entry is if you make a queen size blanket, you actually get 10 entries. And you would get an extra entry, so 11, if you use one of mine or Camille's or Lexi's patterns that will be in our Stitcherhood playlists. So that's a way to do that. Now, that's the big ask. Now, some of you have the resources, but you don't have the time. Another way you can help out is you can contact us at the Stitcherhood 3. I'm going to actually have to check that. It's either the Stitcherhood 3 or Stitcherhood3 at gmail.com. And you let us know. I have a queen size quantity of yarn, which we're saying is at least 2,500 yards of a 4-weight, up to maybe 3,500, and a DK is probably 3,000 to 4,000, maybe even 4,500, just depending on your stitch. Just to kind of give you parameters, how many yards that actually is. Now, I have made a queen size blanket in the Drunken Granny stitch. I don't remember what size hook, and I apologize for that, but it was just over 2,500, almost 20. Well, it might have been closer to 2,700 yards. So, again, it's a big ask. So, if you have the yarn, but you don't have the time, which is valid, let us know, because we have some people, they have the time, but they don't have the resources to contribute the blankets. So that's the queen size blankets. Also, we are taking donations for postage, because some people, again, don't have the resources to mail a queen size blanket, because that's not going to be cheap. So, and it's all getting sent to Camille's Creations P.O. box. That will be linked below in the description box, because all the items need to go there, because this shelter is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Other things you can donate. You can donate shawls and cardigans and things like that. Just keep in mind it's Dallas, so you'd want those to be pretty lightweight items. Obviously, shawls are nice in the air conditioning. Throw a shawl on to warm yourself up, because the AC is often the aircon, what they call it over in the UK, can be really chilly. So, not to say that they definitely would use shawls, but a hexi-cardi or a cardigan, just keep in mind that you wouldn't want it to be a tight stitch. You wouldn't want it to be a heavy yarn. So, keep that in mind. The thing with the shawls and the cardigans, yes, you get entries. You do. And if you use our patterns, same thing. Same story. You get extra points, or however, one extra entry. That might not go directly to a survivor. The queen size blanket will. The shawls and the cardigans and those sorts of things will most likely go in what's called the Berry, Berry, good store. And this store gives the survivors vouchers, and they can go shop in the store and purchase for free with their vouchers items. So your item could still go to a survivor. Otherwise, it's going to the general public, and the general public could purchase it, which benefits the Archway to continue supporting this important work. When I looked at the statistics for how many people survive domestic violence and have to use shelters and how many people they service, it's astounding and heartbreaking. And like I said, many people don't have any kind of support systems, and they need to go directly to one of these shelters because they have nothing. So we're doing everything we can. So sending those items supports the Berry Goods store, which supports the survivors. So it's a good thing, and you get entries. Another way you can donate is, I got an example here. This is a face mitt, and here's a washcloth, and I need to do some kind of towel as well. You can do bathroom sets, kitchen sets. You can donate a set of queen size blankets. You could order it off of Amazon and send it directly to Camille's P.O. box, for example. Those are things. And household cleaning goods. Again, it'd be most efficient to order it potentially off of Amazon and send it directly to Camille's Creations P.O. box. And you need the whole address. It's kind of strange because you put a street name and then the P.O. box number. It's interesting. But do the address the way it is in the box. So all of those things are ways you can contribute. So for those of you participating in some of these crochet alongs where you're making dishcloths, they could have a home besides your home if you want to send them. You need 3 items to count as an entry for the small items. So I have 2. I'm going to wait until October to submit these because I'll make a Christmas kind of set, because they most likely will go into what's called a welcome home basket. Everything I just described is a welcome home basket. So this is for when the survivors are transitioning out of the shelter into a household. Sorry about that, camera. And they're going to need these supplies like laundry baskets and that sort of thing. Anyway, I personally have not gone through this. I personally have known many people that have. One person nearly lost their life in my life. So it's a very, very serious situation. And we want to support them and reach them. Do everything we can. I will have a link to the Archway. Again, if you just put the Archway, you're not necessarily going to find it. So it's the Archway that's in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. And that will be, their website will be linked. Another way you can contribute is you can go to their Amazon wish list and donate directly there. I know right now they're looking for diapers and formula, so that's probably on their Amazon wish list. If you donate on their Amazon wish list and you're not sending to Camille, you're sending directly to them, you need to take a screenshot and email that to the Stitcherhood 3. And like I said, I'll double check. I'll make sure I have the email right. So the Stitcherhood, the number 3, not THREE, the number 3. Anyway, that's what's going on. Sorry. A story I had forgotten just went through my head and hit me hard. Not my own personal self, but something related to this that my mom went through. So not with my father. My father's amazing. Not with my stepfather even. Not as amazing. But anyway, so this is a worthy cause, and we want to find all the different ways we can help these people and help restore their dignity and help them get back on their feet and not feel like they have to be ashamed, because unfortunately many of them feel that way. We want to embrace them and let them know we just want nothing but good and healing for them. So with that, I'm not even going to do my regular outro saying that I do, but I am going to say thank you so much for coming in, So sorry. Thank you so much for coming in and watching. I hope you watched all the way to the end. There are lots of ways to get involved. Please email Stitcherhood3, or you can email me or Camille or Lexi if you have a general question. If it's like, how do I donate? Where do I donate? We're working on other ways for fund donates. Right now, you can super chat us and that sort of thing, but then YouTube takes a cut. We're working on it. We're working on it. So again, thank you for watching. Even though this is very serious, Flynn decided he would join us for a second. This is Flynn. He's my big boy. He's about 16 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilograms. A lot. Well, yeah, he's not light. Not British sterling pounds. You'd be really valuable. Anyway. Okay, with that, thank you. Thank you for all of your support, even if it's thoughts, good vibes, and prayers for these people, these survivors. They all need it. And thoughts and good vibes to everyone contributing in any way they can. It's a big deal, and we appreciate it. Hugs to you all.